Chapter 10. Kingman. June Bugs and Summer's Nights. Heart Stories from the Midwest. Copyright 2022. Written by Donnis Slusser Crane. Narrated by Donnis Slusser Crane. I had enjoyed my train ride so much, but now it was time to help Grandma with her shopping in Kingman. We walked over a bridge and past a pretty park that had a playground area. I wanted to stop and play. Grandma said maybe we could stop on our way back. We walked 4 blocks north up Main Street in Kingman. The business part of town on Main Street stretched 4 more blocks, and it seemed to me that Grandma wanted to go into every store. The storefronts were on the ground level of 2-story brick buildings. They each had big glass windows facing Main Street. The windows were full of wonderful things to buy. Shoppers could walk by on the sidewalk and look inside the windows and the stores. Grandma told me that a lot of the merchants lived over their stores on the 2nd floor of the building. I thought it might be fun to live up high like that, so you could look out the window and see people going by on the street below. Grandma hurried me along until we were in front of the 5 and 10 cent store. We stepped inside where it was cool, and Grandma began her shopping. While Grandma looked over the merchandise, she talked to the storekeeper and other shoppers in the store. I wandered around looking at all the goods a person could buy. I was afraid to touch anything. My eyes went wide with wonder at all the varieties of things and choices a shopper could make. But I didn't have any money. So before long, I got bored. I began to watch out the storefront window as people walked by. Across Main Street at the gas station, an old farm truck pulled up to the gas pumps, and a man got out. Shocked, I couldn't believe my eyes. The man had a black face, not white like Daddy's. He was dressed in overalls and a sleeveless shirt. His strong arms and hands were black. 3 children were with him. They scrambled out of the truck and ran into the gas station. The 2 boys were dressed like the man, except they were barefoot. They were wearing wide-brimmed straw hats over their black curly hair. The little girl was wearing a simple, everyday dress without ruffles. Her hair was braided in 7 or 8 tiny pigtails that stuck out all over her head. She was barefoot, too. She was beautiful. But the amazing thing was, their arms and legs and feet were as black as the man they were with. "Look, Grandma!" I shouted and pointed. But Grandma was busy paying for her purchase and did not look. Grandma did say, "It's not polite to point, Donnis." Grandma never looked and did not see the man or the children before they got back into the truck and drove off. I was bursting with the news. I wanted to tell Grandma right away. As we left the 5 and 10 cent store, I kept trying to tell Grandma, but Grandma just shushed me and hurried me along the sidewalk. When we reached the Kingman drug store, Grandma opened the door. It was cool inside with big fans hanging down from the ceiling, turning slowly and circulating the air. Grandma led me up to a long counter with round stools rising up from the floor next to it where people could sit down. "Let's sit here, Donnis," Grandma said. "But Grandma, you'll never guess what I saw." "It'll wait until after lunch for the telling," Grandma said. "But Grandma—" "Donnis, settle down and be a good girl. You climb up on that stool and I'll sit here next to you," Grandma insisted. Grandma read the words on the blackboard menu behind the counter and told me what could be ordered for lunch that day. There were so many choices to pick from. Grandma said, "There is hamburger and French fries, or chicken fried steak sandwiches served with potato chips, or bacon and lettuce sandwiches that comes with tomato soup. You could have a ham sandwich and coleslaw, or meatloaf with brown gravy. Whatever you want, Donnis, you can have it. I finally settled on fried chicken, mashed potatoes with white gravy, and green beans, while Grandma chose the meatloaf. Our meals came with soft white dinner rolls. I ate heartily at dinner and smiled to myself all through the meal. I couldn't help the growing excitement inside me. I was practically bursting with the news I wanted to tell Grandma. "We need some dessert," Grandma said to the man behind the counter. "We'll have chocolate pudding with 2 spoons, please." Finally, the bowl of chocolate pudding was empty, and now it was time to let it all out. "Grandma, I saw new people today," I announced. And when Grandma looked puzzled, I went on. "They are nothing like us. They were across the street in the gas station. You should have seen them. There were 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. I wish I could play with them." Grandma said, "I don't think we'll have time, Donnis. We need to get back to the train depot by 2:30 this afternoon, and it's almost 12:30 now. That only gives us 2 more hours, and we still have to stop and look at shoes at Sparks Mercantile." "But Grandma," I squealed, "they aren't anything like us." "Whatever do you mean, child? What do you mean they aren't anything like us?" Grandma asked. "They have black skin, and the little girl has a lot of pigtails all over her head, not just 2 like mine." Grandma hid a smile. She was patient with me when she said, "Except for the color of their skin, they are just like us, Donnis. Those boys help their daddy with farm work, and then they play baseball with the other boys in town. And that little girl plays dollies just like you. Her mama likes to braid several pigtails instead of just 2. It's just the way they like it." "I want more pigtails. I want to go play with that little girl," I cried. "Next time, Donnis. We won't have time this trip." All the way home, I couldn't stop thinking about that little girl and her pigtails. But I knew I would not ask Mama to braid my hair that way. Mama pulled hair when she brushed. I could not imagine standing still for Mama to braid 6 or 7 pigtails, even though I liked them. When we got back to the little house on Adams Street in Cheney, I was all tuckered out. I would have to wait until another day to tell Daddy and Mama about my day. But I did remember to say, "Thank you, Grandma, thank you. I had such a good time. It was the best day I ever had." I've been telling stories since the age of 3, and I'm happy to have published the books of my father, Max, brother Tommy, and sister Lonetta Slusser Knutson. All of our books are published through Amazon and Kindle. www.amazon.com/author/Donnis Crane.